Hello and welcome to Pattern for Living's Cooking with Pam and
Carolyn.
We have another delightful recipe for you all. It's good. If Sister Carolyn is fixing these waffles, trust me, they are good. So we hope that you enjoy them. And if you hear any barking in the background, there's a little pet, okay? He's not in the food. He's in a cage, or she's in a She's in a cage, so bear with us. It's in a house. All right, Sister Carolyn, I'm going to give it over to you. What are we cooking? What are you cooking today?
Gluten free waffles.
Gluten free. If you're gluten intolerant, this is what you want. All right, I'm going to step out of the way and give it over to Sister Carolyn.
I'm gluten intolerant. Once in a while I can eat regular wheat, but most of the time I do the gluten intolerant. And so this is a flour that I do not buy from the store because they've got something in it that I don't like. It's not very healthy. But they say it won't hold together unless you have it. It's a gum, xanthan gum. But I have found that soy milk is a binder. Soy milk is a binder and that will hold this flour together. And also flaxseed or chia seeds, whichever you prefer to use. I'm going to be using flaxseed, and I have it mixed in my milk. And so we're going to start and get this to going so we can get it cooked. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. All right, so here we have 1 cup of gluten-free all-purpose flour blend. And the blend is 1 cup each of white rice flour, but I substitute that with brown rice if I can find it. And 1 cup of sorghum flour, 1 cup of tapioca, and the recipe calls for 1 cup of cornstarch, but I find that sometime in making cookies and cakes it's a little hard. So then I'll use a ½ cup of cornstarch and a ½ cup of ground oats. Rolled oats and make a flour out of it, and then 1 cup of almond flour. And so that's what this is right here.
And you know something, Carolyn? If you have a good blender, like a Blendtec or a, what's the other one? Vitamix, you can make your own flour.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't find brown rice or can't find whatever, buy the whole grain and just put it in one of those blenders. Follow the instructions and you can make your own flour.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that.
Yes.
I do have a Vitamix. Good. Good. That's nice to know. We're going to add our salt, which is 1/2 teaspoon, and I don't always put a ½ teaspoon. And I put 1 tablespoon of baking powder because I don't use baking soda. And I use the baking powder that is aluminum free. And then we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of sugar. This is raw sugar and it has not been processed, so it's going to be a whole lot better for you. It's called Florida Crystal, and you can get them in 2 different colors, I think, a lighter and a darker color. I'm not sure which one this is. I think it's lighter.
That's darker.
This is the darker? Okay, I use coconut sugar and it's darker than that.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to mix this up in here really good.
And check out our little hand, what are those things called?
Whisk.
Check out our little whisk. I don't have one here, but that goes to the a handheld gadget.
I have one too. Alright, now here we have soy milk, and I have the ground flaxseed in it. It calls for a ½ cup of plain milk and a ½ cup of plain yogurt. But I'm vegan, and so in a rural area like this, you can't find vegan yogurt, so I just use the ½ cup of milk and then put the flaxseed in it, and it kind of thickens it up a little bit.
Oh wow, okay.
And so we're going to pour this on in. be sure to stir it up before you pour it in, because I failed to do that and all the flaxseed is in the bottom.
Oh, it came out thick like egg.
Hmm?
It came out thick like eggs.
Yes.
Beaten up eggs, cooked up eggs.
So we're going to mix this up. And so now we're ready to put our 2 tablespoons of melted butter, margarine, whatever you use. I don't.
It's
use
spread,
either one of
Carolyn.
those. I use this Earth Balance because it's better for you. It's not hydrogenated, and hydrogenated products are not really healthy. So we're going to get this in here. All right. Fiber here, and it has the omega-3 and the omega-6, so you don't need fish at all with the mercury. Fish is loaded with mercury today, which is not healthy either. So we've got that ready to go into the waffle iron. Okay. We're going to put a 1/2 cup of this batter.
So you need more than a half
I'm
because of
using
this,
a little bit more than a 1/2 cup. This
because of the size of the pan. Okay, no, okay, yours have baking powder. Okay.
Some people like different things on their waffle. I like a fruit topping, and so I have emptied 1 can of fruit cocktail in its own juice right in here in this pan, and I heat it up. And I always add just a little bit of maple syrup.
Now, what kind of maple syrup is that?
I got this from Costco.
Oh, it's pure maple syrup,
Uh-huh.
not maple flavored syrup.
Right.
Okay.
And so I mix that in there. And sometimes if I have an apple or banana, just as I get ready to serve it, I'll chop that up in there too. So I'll have some raw. But I didn't have an apple and banana today, but I had fresh strawberries. So we're going to put some fresh strawberries in there.
Where'd you get those strawberries from?
I got them out of my little strawberry bed.
And
I still like a little margarine on there, onion spread. I don't want to cook the strawberries, I just want to heat them up just a tad. And some people may want just the maple syrup on it or something else. But this is just fine for me. I find it sweet enough.
how sweet it is.
And here we have our waffle. Bye for now.